And now here is, ladies and gentlemen, standing at 6 feet 7 inches, Deontay Wilder. And now, ladies and gentlemen, standing at 6 feet 9 inches, Tyson Fury.
What point do you think you really got dialed into this fight?
All these fights are exactly the same to me. You know, I've got some guy trying to take me head off with punches. So I train every day of my life, twice a day mostly. I eat, sleep, train, repeat. You know, I've had a few personal problems at home, but, you know, there's always going to be some type of problem or hurdle to get over in life. Do
you feel comfortable being away from home?
Yeah, I'm 100% confident, you know. The baby's 100% at home, everyone's good, family's good, so, you know, Daddy's just got to do his job now, that's it.
We've been going from day one, since the last outing, you know. There hasn't been no stop. Everything has been good. I think we've timed everything out perfectly. I think we've done all the right things, and come Saturday night, it's going to be definitely a different fight, you know, for all the fans. You know, they should be excited. You know, it's not rare that we get trilogies like this, and I think it's going to go down in history.
Do you regret any of the accusations that you made towards him?
I don't regret it, and I go to my grave believing in what I believe in. I know things for fact. I have confirmation, clarity of a lot of things, and which, you know, one thing about it, you know, men lie, women lie, but your eyes don't lie what you see, you know. So many people can believe what they want. We're all human. We believe what we want, but the eyes don't lie.
He accused me of everything, accused his team, his trainer, the suit, injuries. Who else did he accuse? Oh, the Athletic State Commission of Nevada, they were in on it as well, the referee, whoever else. Maybe if he'd come out with one of these excuses, then it would have been believable, but not 50 of them, come on. And he can believe what he wants. What it tells me is that he's a weak, mental little person who I'm going to knock spark out on Saturday night. In fact, he's even copying me. Look, he's got no T-shirt on today. He learned that from me. I'm famous for wearing no shirt in press conferences and having no shirts on. This guy's copying me all the time. And I know I'm an inspiring person and everybody wants to be like T. But, you know, it's supposed to be Bronze Bomber. Do your own thing. Stop copying the Gypsy King.
You know, there's no pressure on me. And then when you have nothing to lose, there's no pressure at all. All the pressure is on him.
Is that how you feel if you got nothing to lose in this fight?
It's nothing to lose. Nothing to lose and everything to gain.
Why'd you say nothing to lose? Because I think a lot of people would say that your legacy is potentially on the line in this fight.
Your legacy only dies when the man dies, when the desire and the fire is out your heart for the sport or anything that you do in life. When that dies, so does your legacy, and I'm well alive.
Listen, you're the only undefeated heavyweight champion that remains of the group, right? Is that pressure for you?
I said that yesterday, and I've come
under a lot of scrutiny
from it all. I've come under a lot of pressure because I forgot that Alexander Usyk's been a world champion for 5 minutes. Forgive me on that one. I do apologise.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Sorry.
Usyk, yeah, he just won all the belts. So congratulations to him, by the way. But I was just talking about the group that we were in before Usyk even come into the picture. Mm-hmm. Out of all of us from like years gone by, like say the last 10 years, there's only me, last man standing. And I'm the one who's had all the problems, all the inactivity, everything. And I'm still here, still undefeated. I'm a lone soldier now. The last one undefeated. Actually, the first two-time heavyweight champion of the world who never lost a fight. How amazing is that?
You have
history maker, if I was interested in that sort of thing.
You've talked a lot about mental health, right? That's something that we've all appreciated you being really open and honest about. Do you feel mental pressure coming into a fight like this, and how do you deal with that? What do you make sure you have in your surroundings to keep you in the right place mentally?
You know, mental health struggle's no joke. You know, it's you can never get over it. It's not if or when, but it's not if, but it's definitely when. Mental health will always creep back into your life at some point, and it's a very, very, very dangerous matter, and it's a global pandemic on its own. Without COVID and all that stuff, the mental health struggle is real, and if you don't keep it at bay and take the right procedures to handle it, then you're going to wind up in a very bad position, like I was at one stage in my life. But I've learned to manage and maintain it all now, and look at me, I'm flying. I'm stood here as a heavyweight champion of the world, WBC, Ring Magazine, lineal champion, undefeated in 30-odd fights, still good looking, lost me hair, but whatever. still a fine specimen of a man, and still confident as ever, and still on top of the world. So life's good.
Deontay, it's the last time that we're going to ask you to do this. I know you particularly are sick of the media this time around. You can have your opportunity to give your final comments.
What more that I can say that hasn't already been said, you know? I just tell you guys to prepare yourself and prepare yourself on the battlefield and get ready for war. Because this is right here, this is going to be an amazing fight come October the 9th. And as you see, I'm wearing my red outfit, so I want it back in blood. And I'm looking forward to it. And I'll see you guys there.
Tyson, you're up.
Well, I've got a lot to say, actually. Here's something that I think I need to say. It's like, Wilder said that I only won the second fight because I cheated, but then he goes and changes his whole team and does all this extra training and trains as hard as he's ever trained and bring on all his team and all that. So I ask the question is, if I only won because I cheated, what was the point in changing everything and doing all this other work? Can anybody answer that question? I know he can't, doesn't have the brains to. So, no one can answer that question, can they? So, the fact that I've egg in your face is the word, that's what we say. And here's another one. He says he wants to do bad things to me and hurt me and do all this malice feelings, and he's got anger and aggression. Well, for those who hold a hot coal with the intentions of throwing it at somebody, guess what? They're the ones who's going to get burnt. I don't want to hurt Deontay Wilder. I just want to beat him in a fight. And he knows what he's saying is lies. And deep down in his soul, he knows that he lost. And he'll lose again. And he lost the first time, he lost the second time, and he's going to lose the third time. And guess what? After this fight, he'll be back working in that fast food chain that he was working at earlier on in his career. Because that's the only place he's going to be welcome.
It's easy to answer
Retirement for him.
It's
Retirement,
easy to answer
Dosser.
your question.
Retirement, Dosser.
The answer to your question is why you changed for the first and second.
No, that ain't the answer to the question. That's another question. So that's not an answer. If I only won because I cheated, why do all this extra training? Because obviously you can beat me with the old training you was doing as long as I didn't cheat.
So ask yourself that question.
You got to ask yourself the question. If I've done all this cheating,
I see nervous energy.
Yeah, then why has he not prepared himself? He hasn't done any extra steps at all to stop me from cheating again.
Why you explain yourself?
I'm not explaining myself. I'm asking you the question.
You haven't denied any
what have you done
to this point?
I don't need to deny it because it's
you
true.
Know what I'm saying? You
it's
haven't
all
denied
true.
any
I had knuckle
allegations.
dusters on. I had a turbo jets on my feet.
You don't even want certain media in here to give you the tough questions. You have nobody to give you the tough questions.
And there's nobody in here that can ask me a tough question.
So when it's like
you're in denial and you're getting knocked out.
Let's make it happen.
And you're going to retire. Retire off
You don't know nothing about knocking no one out.
Do yourself a favour.
You don't have
and
knockout
retire.
power.
Your legacy's in bits.
Even in my worst times, you still hit like a.
No one's even believed you.
I didn't feel anything. You were wondering why I kept getting
what you really are.
Because I didn't feel nothing. You have no power. You're not a knockout artist.
Well, I knocked you out, didn't I, Dosser?
Nah, I went out on my feet.
That's a knockout.
I had a disloyal trainer to throw the towel in. And guess what? When someone throw the towel in after the boss tell them not to do, the employee get fired.
Yeah, but you said I had knuckle dusters on. JD is in the room while I had gloves on. Why didn't he say something then? He's in on it too.
Don't worry about him.
He's in on it.
Don't worry about him. I handle my team like I handle my team.
He's in on it too.
You handle yours like you handle yours.
You're a weak man. You get knocked out.
Thank you.
End of.
Thank you. I'm the one that defended my title 10 times.
I don't need to defend titles.
How many times
have you defended? That's for Dossers like you. Dossers like you defend them. I don't need to.
I've never had to cheat in years.
I've come here representing
If you look up your history and you look up my history,
like a Trump,
which I advise everyone to do their homework.
Dressed as me on a training day.
You look up you and you look up me. I'm a nun in this sport, baby.
You ain't
nothing.
I don't have to cheat. You will only ever be remembered for robbing Tyson Fury in Los Angeles.
To make me feel a certain type of way.
That's your legacy.
I don't have to use certain things. I don't have to manipulate my gloves. I don't have to do those things.
You have to do it all. You have to do it all.
So at night when I look into the mirror,
and you're being trained by a loser, so that makes two losers. And you're going to get knocked out on Saturday night. No problem. I don't feel you because you're a lying little Dosser, insecure piece of
That's the difference. I have to fight another day in my life.
Doesn't matter.
I'm good.
Because your legacy's already finished.
I'm good.
All the excuses, you've been done.
Can you say the same thing?
You've been done. Finished.
Can you say the same thing?
You've been beat, you've been humiliated, and you've been busted.
And let's
end
get
of,
ready.
end of. And that's it. And there's no one in
Nervous
here
energy.
can accept the fact that this little handed to him, not once, but twice, and he can't do nothing about it! Because he ain't man enough! That's why!
I accept with, look.
Tell him what to say, Shelley, come on. Tell him what to say, it's
When
fine.
I was in the condition I was in, I could have stopped the fight. I could have went back to my corner, but you know what? I'm a king, I'm a warrior.
You didn't look like a king when you was getting up in that corner.
I accepted what I was going through to still fight you.
Yeah, you look like a dosser. You didn't look like a king.
It, and you still couldn't knock me out. You still
you look
couldn't
like
do
a dosser.
But guess what? If
you
the
look like a
roles
dosser
were
and I look
reversed
like the king.
and you was in the situation
when
I
you was in that corner getting your head punched in, your trainer JD,
someone please
he done you a favour, Mark Breland. He saved your life that night.
Don't know.
You didn't want to sack him.
Tyson.
You wanted to give him a pay rise.
Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Both of you. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second.
He needed a pay rise. He saved your life.
I don't know how wise this is, but we are going to ask you to face off because we're running out of time on the live show. Tyson.
That's why I do the things outside of the ring.
Tyson.
My family have an understanding. My children have an understanding that daddy has a dangerous job. There's no other sport in this world that have collected as many lives as boxing.
Amen
so
to that.
I understand what I'm going through.
And we respect both of you for those reasons. Can I ask both of you
I don't respect
to stand up?
He's a bum.
Deontay, will you do us a favor? Can you stand up? We're going to do a face-off one final time. We have a huge show coming up for you on Saturday night. Massive respect. No, we're not going to do. I apologize. No.
What you say? No.
Bob Arum says no. Bob Arum says no. All right, we're going to leave it there. Listen, we do have a television show still coming up. Deontay, I appreciate you. Thank you very much, sir. It was good to see you. God bless you. Tyson, I appreciate you. Thank you very much. It was good to see you, mate. I appreciate you. Thank you.
When that bell rings, it's going to be a war.